Trip to Czech Republic. My family and I decided to visit Czech on the second day of Christmas as a gift for all of us. A day before we had to leave, as usual I spent my time with friends, hanging out, getting a few beers, playing some games, usual stuff. The next day I woke up at 4 a.m. because our bus was very early in the morning. We packed, everyone was anxious and ill, but not me. I slept very well, so I was good. We got to the bus, packed our stuff, talked with the guide, with driver, met the other fellow travelers. Everyone wanted to sleep. After we started moving, the guy told us everything about the trip, hotel, countries that we were going to pass, and places we're gonna visit. After that, everyone went to sleep. Well, the trip was not really interesting. All day of driving, we watched a few movies, had lunch at some restaurants, a few bathroom stops. Guy told us some more stories. Whatever, let's get to the point. After a stay in a hotel, the next day we had a trip with a guy to some castle, local history thing. I'm not that interested in that kind of stuff. I was different from all of the tourists. They are all simple people. I was more close to music, metal music, so I was half of the time with my headphones, and more interesting thing for me was to find some bar, to find some metalheads, and have a few beer, and talk to. So the evening came, I left my parents alone in the old town center, and I went for a search. Streets were dark, loud, and there were a lot of people, a lot of tourists too. I was walking around small alleys trying to find something similar to a music club. I found something that looked like it from the inside. It was cozy, but not a metal music-based place. There were just a young couple, also tourists, and a bartender, so I decided to get one beer and to ask locations that kind of bars. They told me, showed me on a map where it is, but it was too far to go tonight, so I decided to go somewhere else. I walked more around dark streets, few people there, everyone is in the center. And then I stepped into a sports bar. Also, it was empty, only a bartender girl, cute one, and some guy drinking beer watching TV. I sat there for a while, asked her about those bars, are they exactly what I was told? She told that is the correct place. We chatted a little, she seemed cute and beautiful, but I had to go, paid my check and left. The next day we had another trip around the old town. I didn't give a fuck anymore, so I walked with them around until the evening, and I decided to go to that place that I was told. I took a metro. It was my first time. It looked like in the movies. People running around, papers floating after a train came by. So it took me a while to get to the district where that place was, but I got there. I walked out of the metro. It was a dark place. I saw three my age guys in the dark corner smoking weed, laughing, watching me. Then I got chills and walked away. I got to the main street, asked some nice couple where is that place. They told me, showed me. I walked there to smaller street, more darker, the smell of weed was even stronger there. I walked past by some club, saw girls outside were smoking and also overlooking me. I just walked, and then I finally found a sign that had the name of the bar. It was in a really small dark alley, old metal doors painted with graffiti, a lot of posters hanging around. I opened the door and right away I heard metal music playing. That gave a smile to my face. When I walked down the stairs I saw a lot of paintings of musicians, logos of metal bands and stuff. It felt more secure for me. I sat down, ordered some beer. I didn't talk to anyone right away, because there was only 3 couples, didn't want to disturb them. After a few minutes, one guy and 4 girls walked in. I decided to talk with them, and they accepted me friendly. Especially this one blonde girl. She was really beautiful, but really beautiful. One of the most beautiful girls I have seen in my entire life. She was not very talkative, but she was looking at me most of the time with a greedy smile. But what the hell, I was happy. After a few beers I got a little drunk, same as everyone else, but I had to go, because my hotel was far away. I didn't know how to get there correctly, so I needed time to find it. So I stood up, told everyone I was leaving, we hugged it out, and then I left. On the way to metro, that beautiful blonde girl stopped me, and she said that she told her friends that she's going home too, but she wanted to get more drinks with me and get back to my hotel room with me. And that greedy, sexual smile. I couldn't resist, so we talked a little, took a metro to my hotel. At a local bar we had a few shots, a few beers, we got drunk. After a while she whispered to my ear, "Please, let's go to your room, I want it." And then she licked my ear slowly, grabbed my leg, injected fingernails in my leg. I felt so lucky. And the bartender thought so. He smiled. With a headshake, he showed us to go, and so we left. When we got in the elevator, she right away grabbed me. We started to make out. She was so wild. She was touching all of my body. It seemed like she had sex for a very long time. She wanted so freaking much. We got to my room. She ripped my clothes off, and her own as well. As her clothes fell on the ground, I heard something big made of metal fell on the ground, like keys, but really loud. But whatever. Her body was amazing, almost perfect. God, I was so happy. We got into bed, but suddenly, everything got quiet. She stopped moving, looked deeply into my eyes, like it was the depths of abyss, and suddenly, so fast, grabbed my neck like she wanted to strangle me. Her eyes turned black with red veins. Her face looked so demonic, so full of hatred and pain. And then she screamed, not in her voice, like she was possessed with a demon.
Don't leave this place. You can't.
And suddenly, I woke up. It was a freaking dream. I was so scared because this is the day that we have to go to Czech. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't tell this to anyone. Everyone would think I'm crazy. I had to take my chance. But I was so freaking scared. The trip is like a few hours from now. I'm so freaking scared.